Hey YouTubers, it's Modern Day. How you doing today? Today I'm going to be building my battery organizer, and this is going to be a multiple part series. So this part is actually the tools and supplies. To see part 2, click on the top right video, and I'm also going to be doing a quick how-to version for those who just want to know the basics and don't want to see all my trials and tribulations and all the crap that I went through building this thing, and that will be the top left video. Alright guys, let's get started. So as I'm preparing for different types of emergencies, I know I need to have extra batteries on hand for, flashlights, for radios, and whatever else, you might have to use during an emergency. But you have, as I'm starting to go to Costco and Sam's Club and I buy these big packs of batteries, I have nowhere to put them. That's, where they're always going to be. If I keep them in a case, you open the case and then eventually they all fall out, go all over the floor, and it's just one big mess. So they have these battery organizers online, which I'll show you in a photo right now. But I figured I could buy some wood, and I actually did a little research online at some different wood, wood making websites, and I found a battery organizer that I like, but it was too small for the amount of batteries I have. So I decided to take that design and just expand it, make it bigger. So that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do tonight. So here's the supplies that you're going to need. Okay, you're going to need 1x3. Okay, that's these are 6 feet long. I have 2 of these. Okay, where I might, depending on how I cut it, I might need an extra 6 further. Depending on how well I cut. You probably can make it with these 2. All right, but if you're unexperienced like I am in wood making, you're probably going to need an extra one. Okay, so along with that, other supplies that you will need is a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of plywood. That's a 1/4 inch thick, so it's very thin. Okay, you need at least 2 feet. If you want more, for just in case you make mistakes, you can buy more. I just needed this amount. I really only need to make 1 cut on here. And then you also need a 2 foot piece of plexiglass. Okay, and as long as I think it was like I needed 18 inches or something, it's fine. So this is not 2 feet wide, it's 2 feet tall. And I think this is 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay, so this is even thinner than the plywood. So this will be the front of the battery organizer, so you can see which batteries you have and see how many you have. So you need that, and then you will need some brad nails. Okay, they look like this. They're pretty small, and if you have a brad nailer, an air powered brad nailer, or electric brad nailer, you can use that. I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way with a hammer and a little, one of those little, I don't know what they call it, little tap things that you can tap little nails like this in. And then you're going to need number 6 screws. Okay, I got 3/4 inch number 6 screws. These are the drop set, the flat Phillips drop set. Okay, so they drop right into the plexiglass as soon as you make the cut. And then the last supply is a good bottle of wood glue. Okay, so those are all the supplies. Let me go show you the tools that we're going to need. So the tools that you're going to need is a drill, bunch of different drill bits. Okay, and then you're going to have to make a lot of cuts also in the wood. So if you have a table saw, that would be best, of course, but I don't have one. So I'm going to be using the circular saw attachment that I have for my bolt-on, Craftsman bolt-on, where you can bolt on different attachments. and then you can do different things. So now it's a circular saw. With that also, I will be using a miter saw that I borrowed from my father-in-law. And then, let's see what else. Of course, you're going to need a hammer, a bunch of drill bits. You probably only need the smallest one. You're going to need some clamps, different types of clamps. Alright? That way when you put this together and you glue it together, it'll hold itself together until the glue dries. You're going to need a drop set, alright, to hit in the brad nails, unless you have a brad nail, you know, like an air gun, whatever they call it. A brad nailer, I think they call it. Those are the best. I just don't have one, so I'm going to be doing it the old-fashioned way with a hammer and nail set. So, and then you're going to need a drill with a drop set. Okay, so you're going to be drilling into the plexiglass, and you're going to need the drop set, the screws in there. So you need a drop set. That I'll show you what that looks like. Of course, you're going to need a number 2 pencil, or any type of pencil. A bunch of drill bits, which I think I already mentioned. And then you're going to need some type of hole saw. If you have a drill press, you can easily do it in there. I'm just going to do it old-fashioned way with a drill, and kind of just hold this the best I can and just come off the edge. You got to take off the corner of this, and the easiest way to do it is with a hole saw. You just want to make it uniform with all the other pieces, so I'm going to do the best I can with that, and we'll see what happens. So that is all the tools, and now let's get to the measuring. Let's get to the rough cuts, buddy. Let's do it. Ooh, yeah.